There we go. Now it's working. Let me teleport over to Hemwick. Put it in the server. Let's see here. Did I posted that in the server, right? Yeah. Do that. Okay, Lorenzo, that's fine. I probably won't get as many viewers today. Definitely not as I did on Saturday because it is a work day, so the chat won't be as active. On Saturday was it's always the ideal time to stream, but I got a lot of time off for the next week or so, or next week and a half. So I don't want to just limit it to weekends. Oh. Hello, Godzilla. Oh, I forgot the mad ones are kind of tanky. Hello, Awesome Craft. See, when we get to the witches, we're gonna switch over to the torch. No way I'm burning the saw spear on a witch, on the witches of Hemwick. Even though it's gonna take forever to kill them with a torch. Honestly, don't be surprised if I die to the witches. Don't be surprised. I'm begging you. I'm sorry, 76. There is no news today. Yeah, it's early morning on the west coast of the U.S. It's almost noon for where I'm at, and it's a work day, so I'm not gonna have as many viewers as I did on Saturday. That's for sure. Which, weirdly enough, a lot of my viewers are from Europe, so this is actually not horrible timing for that. You see him take a little bit of fall damage right there? That was funny. I swear Bloodborne's coming overhated. I agree. I think it is. Like, I think that Bloodborne is the, I think Bloodborne has joined Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2 in the category of Souls games that, like, people just, like, don't like because they don't understand it or whatever reason. And, I mean, the obvious culprit is Elden Ring. You know, sometimes, like, here's the thing. Sometimes gatekeeping is a good thing. And I feel like the fans that, you know, were let into the community because of Elden Ring are a good example of that. Not all of them, obviously, but, like, there's some that, like, you know, Elden Ring has to be the best thing ever, and Elden Ring fans have a particular hatred for Bloodborne. I don't know why. Like, I guess it's because Bloodborne was always considered the best before Elden Ring came out. It's like how Dark Souls 1 fans have a really weird hatred for Demon Souls. Which I've told Taha, like, I feel like Dark Souls 1 fans think that Demon Souls first came out in 2020. Like, they don't know about the original game. Nah, people are just like, listen, it's people like Parky who say that. That's the thing, Godzilla. It's people like Parky. People who don't know any better. I never really cared much for her. I don't have anything personal against her. But I never really cared much for Parky. I know Parky's a big Bloodborne hater. So are all of the big challenge runners, though. Like, I don't think Aggie really loves it. I know Chris doesn't really love it. I know Parky doesn't really like it. Oh, I thought there was another enemy in front of me. I don't want to die. I died. Did I send that lift down? I hope I did. I got distracted. I mean, some Bloodborne fans are pretty bad, yeah, but I think, like, the two worst, like, sub-factions of the Souls community, I was looking at my phone, that's why I died, it's so sad. I think the two worst, like, quote-unquote sub-factions are, like, it's definitely Dark Souls 1 and Elden Ring. It's definitely the two worst, you know, sub-factions of the Souls community. Yeah, like, I don't, any like, Souls tuber that I, like, talk disparagingly about, I don't have anything personal against any of them. There's just some of them I don't like, or, like, I just don't really care for what they have to say. Like, you know, I don't think, you know, what's his name? Who are the people I mentioned in the boss ranking video? Like, people really jumped on me for, like, mentioning Illusory Wall's video. Illusory Wall's a smart guy. I'm not saying Illusory Wall's an idiot. I think, like, he just made a bad, dude. Like, he just made a bad video. The Capra Demon video is just disingenuous. That's all it is. Nothing personally against the guy. It's just a disingenuous video. That's all there is to it. Like, the argument for, nah, dude, instead of telling someone to throw firebombs over the fog wall, you should tell them to go down to Darkroot Garden, kill the Hydra, free Dusk, buy a spell off of Dusk, get the required int to use said spell, and then go all the way back. You know, most people on the first playthrough with Dark Souls 1 are not even going to understand the magic system. And he, you know, he portrays that as, like, a realistic solution to Capra Demon's problem. I just think it was a disingenuous video, and that's all there was to it. I don't have anything personal against the Illusory Wall. The video just sucked. it's you. There you go. I didn't see you at first. Moral of the story, like, listen, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm not gonna, like, get bent out of shape because someone in the Souls community has a take that I don't agree with. I might mention it and say, yeah, that's stupid, but, like, I'm a grown man. And that's why I mention it, because it's like, you know, everyone I mention are grown men as well, and I expect them to be mature enough to not give a shit. Because, like, if any of the 3 people I mentioned in my video said, man, this boss ranking sucks, I'd say, okay. Did I buy the hand lantern? I did. Good to have that. Let's see here. As a DS1 goes, I can confirm DS1 fans are trash. Yeah, I just, like, again, I feel like most DS1 fans think that, you know, the first time Demon's Souls ever released was in 2020. That's the best way I can put it. Because somehow, at some point in the timeline, Dark Souls 1 performed the ultimate heist and stole the title of first Souls game from Demon's Souls. I don't know how it happened. I don't know at what point in the timeline it occurred, but it happened. And it's crazy. Gaming for them. Really hate those statements. I don't really, like, no game has been so good that it's ruined gaming for me. I mean, I think what's ruining gaming is people don't have any standards anymore, you know? Like, I'm gonna be so real with you. I am astonished Concord failed the way it did. Because I genuinely think people are dumb enough to play it. Straight up, I do. I honestly cannot believe Concord failed. I'm sorry, DS2 a bit ago. So far, I don't see the hate. Yeah, I love Dark Souls 2, man. I do. From the jump, I love Dark Souls 2. There wasn't there were like maybe a couple moments in the entire game that really got under my skin. But, you know, nothing was more egregious than any other Souls game. You know, people talk about the enemy spam. There's this crazy thing you can do that makes that so much better. And I need people to follow me on this. And that's kill the enemies as you see them. Don't run around, aggro every single enemy, and then run into a choke point where you know they're going to catch up to you, and then get mad because they killed you. That's what people do all the time. Domo 3000 has got, like, you know, he's got the best videos on there. There's a 300, I don't know his name, but he's got the best, like, DS2 defense videos out there. Every issue that Dark Souls 2 really has, not the fake issues, but all the real issues that DS2 has, DS1 does 100 times worse. Like Armored Core 6, I am not a big fan of that game. It's just not my thing. I don't think Armored Core 6 is bad. It's fun. It's fine. It's just not my... I don't like it. Like, I played it, I got to Baltus, and I was like, yeah, I'm not having fun. So I just dropped it. I thought he was going to do the pop-up. Ow, damn it. Don't kill me. I'm still a little sleepy. I ain't been up that long. I've only been up for about an hour, so I'm still a little sleepy. Oh, I'm looking at my phone. That's Armored Core 6 is peak story and combat. I don't think you can... Okay, I'm gonna be real. I think, you know, the lore of these games is good, I don't think you can really argue that any Souls game has that any FromSoft game has a peak story. Some of them, you know, good lore, yeah, but I don't think you can argue any of them have a peak story. I don't think that's possible. But yeah, I mean, it's just not my game, not my type of game. I don't really like Armored Core. I don't really like how like you have to change up everything every 2 seconds. Like, okay, I made this build, it's really good on this mission, I beat it. I go into the next mission to get my ass kicked, I gotta change it all again. It's like, that's too much menuing for me, I'm sorry. Again, nothing wrong with it, but it's too much menuing for me. I don't really like it. People say Old Hunters DLC carries Bloodborne. I don't think so. I mean, is the best boss in the game from the DLC? Yeah, the two best bosses, Ludwig and Orphan, are from the DLC. But like, I don't know, man. I don't see how it carries Bloodborne. I'm sorry. Like, if we were to take the DLC out of Bloodborne, I would say I probably still like it the second most out of any. I still think it's the second best. I would still say Sekiro is the best because Sekiro doesn't have a DLC and it's still the best. But like, I think the third best is Dark Souls 2 after all of its DLCs, and I would still say base game Bloodborne is better. I think that even if it didn't have Old Hunters, it would still be the second best Souls game. But even with the Old Hunters, it's not better than Sekiro. Well, that's not game easily, maybe because. But I think Armored Core 6 is the fun weapons are later in the game. Matching these, I mean, yeah. Which, I mean, the thing with Bloodborne is, like, you get fun weapons all throughout the game. Like, I don't really think many weapons in this game are particularly boring. You know, sure, Tonitrus isn't the most interesting thing in the world, but it's not particularly boring. Speaking of which, we got to go to Yahargel soon. I don't want to overlevel on Parl. Yeah, I am not gonna play Armored Core 6. Not for a while, anyway. My partner loves it though, and I told him, I said like I'll play it when we move in together and you're there to calm me down, because that game I can't stand it. Which I don't really like mechas anyway, but still. Yeah, I wouldn't really say. I don't know if I would say any DLC carries any of the Souls games. I don't know if I would say that. Because, like, I don't think Artorias of the Abyss is really any better than the rest of DS1. It's fine, you know. It's more in line with the better parts of the game, but, like, I don't really think it's anything special. You know, Dark Souls 2, Crown of the Iron King is peak, but, like, I don't really think it carries it because it's not that long. I don't think either of the DS3 DLCs carry it. You're coming with me. Ashes of Ariandel sucks, and Ring City is, I don't think it's that good. Like, I would say the biggest, like, jump in quality from base game to DLC was Shadow of the Erdtree. Because, like, while I don't like Elden Ring's base game, you know, because the open world and all that, Shadow of the Erdtree is different. I say it all the time. I really liked Shadow of the Erdtree's, like, just running around the world. I actually really liked that. It was a shocking amount of fun to me. So I would say the biggest, like, jump in quality from base game to DLC was easily Elden Ring. Easily. Hello, Magus. Alright, let's poke some witches to death with a torch. Let's see what kind of damage we're doing. Honestly, I was expecting worse. Oh, the ghosts are gonna make it hard to keep track of where the witches are. Where's witch number 2 at? They usually spawn over here. Okay, that's witch number 1. Okay, where are you at? Okay, you're up top. So let's find witch number 2. That's witch number 1. Where are you? Not here. Okay. Are you on this one? Are you in this corner? Well, she's got to be around here somewhere. That's witch number 1. Okay, you didn't spawn there, which means you spawned behind me. Yeah. Okay, so you're in the back corner. Okay, so where's witch number 2? Unless they were both up there, I guess they could both have been up there. Out of the way. Did they both spawn up here? No. What's funny is that attack one-shots on counter. No, number 2 is witch number 2 is always present. It's just you know, her health bar doesn't show up on screen. The witch 2 is always present, I think, right? Or is it at half health? I don't know. I had always thought that witch number 2 was always present. Maybe you're right. Okay, so you're behind me. You might be right. I don't know. I always thought that witch number 2 was always present. She was like right here. But then again, I've never had this low damage output against the witches. I guess you're probably right. Yeah, I've oh god, that damage. Right here. Maybe you're right. We'll see. Okay, so you're up top. I'm trying to make sure I can whittle them both down because with how low my damage output is, there you are. They will start to revive each other with how low my damage output is. Push over here. Okay, so you're back this way again. Down here. Is Cos Parasite worse than the Torch? Probably. You know what? Yeah, because you get the Torch early game. At least with the Torch, you get it at the start, and you don't have to kill one of the hardest bosses in the game to get it. I'm hitting a mad one. Okay, let's beat up on witch number 1 again. Get that health a little lower. Because I want to kill witch number 2. I want to kill witch number 2 first, and then have witch number 1 close enough to where it doesn't take that long. Okay, so she's right there. Witch 2. you're not there. Which means you're somewhere behind me. Let's see here. Breathe the day. You know better. I'm sorry. I don't know the ins and outs of the Witches of Hemwick, bro. I'm a fraud. You got me. Which one are you? Not the one. Okay, I don't know where you are, but here you are. Come at you. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm a fraud. This fight's usually dead before I have to engage with any of its mechanics. Which one are you? Not the one I want, but I'll take it. Oh, Jesus! No, don't kill me! There we go. Hey, Chopper. There we go. Ah, simple and clean torch run, chat. You served me well, Hunter's Torch. Now get out of here. Alright. Okay, so what weapon are we using on Parl? That's the question. I think this is probably when we use the cane. I don't know. No, I want something that can hit a little harder. Okay, I know what weapon we're gonna burn on Parl. I need something that can hit him hard enough to stagger him. So I know what weapon I'm gonna get for this. Because untricked, it actually does hit decently hard. I just gotta go get it. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of the Witches of Hemwick fight. I'm sorry. I'm a fraud. It's true. It's true. Okay, yeah. I need to go get the weapon I'm gonna use for this because, like I said, untricked. I know that it actually can do some pretty good damage. Tomb Prospector stuff. I need to spend some money on that. Let me level up first. Church pick? No, not the church pick.
Very well then.
Church pick would take that takes forever to get because I'd have to go kill Ludwig. I'd have to turn the lever at the top of the Astral Clock Tower and then come back down and get the key for it. No shot. Absolutely not. That ain't happening. I don't know how many levels it requires. Like what the stat spread needs to be for it. We'll use that. Alright. See, I know what I'm gonna get. Do I have Cold Blood? I'll save it for when I upgrade it, because I am gonna upgrade this before I go beat up Parl. Okay. I gotta go get it, though. I'm not going to get everything here. I'm just going to go grab my one weapon that I'm going to use. I'm going to try not to resort to jumping in here and grabbing one of these 8 weapons. But I do know that I want to get this. I want to get this out of the way before I got to use it on a tough fight. When you're doing DLC in the base game, I'll probably do the DLC itself after Gehrman Moon Presence, because then I can just Bold Hunter's Mark out. Because then I can Bold Hunter's Mark out and not get put into New Game Plus. But I am probably going to. But I am gonna come in here and just grab a weapon real quick, because untricked, it actually does have some damage to it. When it's tricked, it sucks, but when it's untricked, it's actually usable. Okay. No. These enemies are a little bit above my level. Excuse me. Ah, don't kill me. Alright, got what I came for. We'll use this on Parl. Yeah, I want to get this out of the way before I have to use it on a tough boss. Yeah, when it's untricked in like the club form, it actually does decent damage. This form, however, I never got much use out of this, man. I never did. It's too slow. Like this, though, it actually does have some damage to it. So we are going to go ahead and get the Beast Cutter out of the way. Yeah, no, and I'm not using the Church Pick this early. Church Pick's going to be a late game weapon. Because, I mean, I can't get the Church Pick until after I turn the Astral Clock Tower. I don't need anything there. I might go hit up the Cum Chalice just to get some money for clothes. Oh, I'm poor. I have no shards. +4 will do. A +4 will suffice. Okay. What's that? 155? That's probably enough, but like just on the off chance that I'm wrong. I'm not gonna have anything decent here, but like 7.3, you probably got that. I think I got that from a Mad One. That's why you let the Mad One spawn, because they drop decent blood gems for this part of the game. That's why you let them. That's why you let them spawn. All right. Let me actually hit up the Chalice because I want to buy some drip. Yeah, I'm about to go fight Parl. I just did the Witches of Hemwick with the Hunter Torch. Let me see here. Put that in my notes. I'm just keeping track of all of them that I've done in my notes here. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to get some money. Hello, Yakov. I'm going to get some money for some drip real quick. I'm gonna make sure I don't use any like Cum Chalice money to buy weapons though. Like I'm gonna try and make sure it's a point of the run to balance my echoes from my weapons, like to buy the weapons and to level myself up. I only use Cum Chalice for vials, bullets, and clothes. I want this. I need better trousers. Alrighty then. Let's go. I guess. Oh, I still have like $69,000. I better blow this on something. Buy that. Just burn the 10K. Do I have any other weapons I can buy here with like actual money? No. Anything here? Mid fashion. I know I don't have. I can't get my actual fashion until later. Okay. Nothing there. You know, let's just go with the classic. How about this? We'll just go with the classic. Okay? How's that? This, by the way, this outfit looks so much better on females than males. Looks so much better. I still have $39,000. I gotta get rid of this money. I don't need paper because I'm not using paper on this run. Yeah, that'll do. Let's see here. Used to be King Julian. Okay. Are you gonna use flame sprayer for a boss? I don't know, man. Probably not. That's such a deep arcane investment to get good damage out of that thing. That's my only issue with that. Like, you know, the Cos Parasite is a right-handed weapon, and I want to use all the right-handed weapons. However, it takes 40 arcane to use that. And it takes a heavy arcane investment to get good damage out of the flame sprayer, and you can't respec. This is the Yarnum Hunter outfit. This guy should like two-shot me. I was right. Blood Tinge and Arcane build, bro. I gotta make sure I can use all the weapons. What are you talking about? I'll have to put some in Tinge and Arcane because I'm gonna use like the Logarius wheel and the Moonlight sword, but like, I can't, you know, I can't put too much of an investment in that. I cannot overinvest into making the flame sprayer useful, which is why I use the torch. Like I know I'm gonna use the probably the Fist of Gracia, or however you say that. I'll probably use that as a left-handed weapon. Do I have Gascoigne's clothes? I have his hat. Does that work? It does not. Well, you can just go to hell. Yeah, Blood Tinge is good for guns. I probably won't use it, though, because, again, it takes such a heavy investment. I've done a gun-only run, and I know the kind of damage you can get out of it. Like, you know, you keep the Rider Palish in your right hand to parry, use a Bone Marrow Ash on, like, the Repeater Pistol or the Evelyn, and then just parry them, knock them down, boom! Hit them with a Bone Marrow Ash shot. You, like, with the Repeater Pistol, you'll do, like, thousands and thousands of damage on that. But the problem is, like, that's such a heavy Blood Tinge investment. And again, I can't respec. So, I can't go for any particular build with this. I also can't afford to upgrade weapons that highly because I gotta make sure I have enough materials to you know, to upgrade more weapons. What's the highest damage gun? Per bullet, it's the Evelyn. If you don't really care about your ammo economy, Repeater Pistol does the most damage. But the Evelyn will do more damage per bullet. The Repeater Pistol takes 2 bullets to do 1 shot, and it does more damage than the Evelyn. But 2 Evelyn shots do more than 1 repeater pistol shot. Piercing rifle does okay damage too. These guys kind of look like, what were those things from Harry Potter? Dementors? Is that what they were? The jailers at Azkaban or whatever? I mean, yeah, cannon is dummy strong, but it's like, you know, it's not the best, you know, per shot. Guns are good in this kind of challenge if you run out of regular ones. I mean, yeah, but it's like, again, it just takes such a heavy investment to get damage out of them. And I'm not going to have the stats for that, sadly. Again, if you can build into them, you can get good damage out of guns. But on this build, that's not going to be an option, sadly. Again, it's a very heavy tinge and arcane investment for the gun and flame sprayer. An investment I can't really afford to make. This thing takes so much stamina to swing. Doesn't help that the enemies here are just tanky. But yeah, for my left-handed weapons, I use the torch. I know I'm going to use the Fist of Gracia, and I believe I'm going to have to use at least 1 or 2 more. So I will have to find a left. I'm not going to use the regular torch, because the Hunter's Torch I could, you know, you can upgrade the Hunter's Torch and get better damage out of it, but, like, the regular torch you can't upgrade. It's a flat damage. That thing's going to do 30 damage a poke. You know, this ain't Ghost Flame Torch where I can do an attack. I can do an Ash of War to get a lot of, you know, to get a lot of damage on them. Oops. The only, like, status ailment I could proc with a weapon in this run, is, I believe, Rapid Poison with the Chikage. I could bleed a boss, which, for that, I might save that for a boss where that glitch applies. What bosses have the double proc glitch for bleed? I know Murgo's Wet Nurse has it. I think Ludwig has it, right? Does Ludwig have it? There's a glitch with certain bosses that if you bleed them, it'll proc twice. There's bleed in this game. Rapid Poison is bleed. It does 10% health damage. It does 10% of someone's health plus... Oh, you bitch. It does 10% plus 100 damage. Don't you charge me. Oh, don't do that. Oh, I missed. Get that Elden Ring gameplay in there with that jump attack. You see that, chat? We're playing Elden Ring. Yes, but Rapid Poison is different. Like, okay, in Bloodborne, there's Slow Poison, which is your normal poison. There's rapid poison. I don't know why they called it rapid poison. I don't have an explanation for you. But it's called rapid poison, but it procs 10% of their health, plus it does another 100 damage on top of that. And when it procs, you can literally see blood shoot out of them like a bleed proc. And I don't know why they called it rapid poison, but rapid poison is bleed. I do not have the answers you seek as to why they called it that, but ow. But yes, rapid poison is bleed. Not having fire paper is it might actually make Parl a little bit tough. Oh, damn, dude. That stun lock went crazy. Conway would have been confusing. I mean, everything's bleeding all the time in this game, so I guess it makes sense. That stun lock was insane. I think Bloodborne has some of the worst dogs in the series. I'm gonna be real with you. I think Bloodborne dogs suck. Bloodborne dogs stun lock really bad. Oh god. Go ahead and charge me, you bitch. Yes, Demon Souls dogs are bad. That's the other one I was gonna mention that like really suck. Demon Souls dogs are really bad, man. Yeah, 1-2, when you're in that tunnel. Like when you're creeping underneath where the dragon is, yeah. The dogs in 1-2 are brutal in Demon Souls. Demon Souls dogs are not fun. Alright, let's take it slow. I forgot about you. Do that. Just to knock him over. Yeah, I don't think Dark Souls 1 dogs are bad outside of the Capra Demon fight. I don't think... Dark Souls 2 dogs aren't that bad. Dark Souls 3 dogs are only really bad because they teleport. Other than that, Dark Souls 3 dogs I don't think were ever that annoying other than their teleporting. Bloodborne dogs are really bad. Elden Ring's just got like, you know, evolutions. Evolutions on the dogs, like the Kawa dogs, you know? Okay. Do I prioritize killing the dogs or the Dementor here? I don't know what he's called, so I'm going to call him a Dementor. Let's kill the dogs. I know I can beat this guy in a 1v1, but... Meow. I don't think I had the arcane for the Tonitrus, right? I do. Oh, it doesn't have an arcane requirement, but then why does it scale in arcane? It's an arcane weapon. Why does it not have an arcane requirement? That's dumb. Sekiro dogs are the best dogs because you one-shot them. You one-shot the Sekiro dogs, so they're the best. There's something so satisfying about getting the deflect on a Sekiro dodge and Sekiro dog, and then just getting the instant death blow on him. Never quickly install a mod to exploit this guy's balls. We love Degathor. I'm making a potion, you see. Alright, I guess we'll go beat up Parl. See here. You lived that? What? That's playing HP Lovecraft makes you want to read Bloodborne. Let's see here. Any blood damage will knock down any animal in Bloodborne. The spiders, the dogs, any blood damage will knock down any animal. Sometimes that's not for the best though. Like if you're fighting the spiders in Mensis, and like you just want to kill them, but like you're using the Chicago or whatever, because then you just keep knocking them down and it takes forever because they're invincible when they're on the ground. Yeah, Morrowind is in Argonian. That's rough. Insane levels of racism in that. I hope Parl doesn't, like, you know, absolutely destroy me. He could. In fact, I dare say it's likely. Oh, I aggroed one. That big guy. Trying to lure him away from the other one so I don't aggro him when I shoot to parry him. I might do it anyway, though. R2 sweep Parl's legs. Don't kill me. No, that's gonna take too much stamina and not do enough damage. Look at the stamina this is gonna take. Look at that. I can only hit like 3 or 4 times. So no, I will not use the trick variant on Parl's legs. Considering I think you do more damage untricked, and you can hit faster, and use less stamina. Tricked Beast Cutter is only for crowd control. You don't use Tricked Beast Cutter for damage, especially not on a boss as skittish as Parl. Alright, let's put the gun away. Yeah, on a boss as skittish as Parl, I am not going to use the Beast Cutter. Do I try and dodge the startup AoE? That's a bad idea. Because it's going to one-shot me on counter. Okay, I didn't dodge it, it's fine. Alright, Camera Beast. I just remember how to fight this thing. Oh, I didn't dodge it. What was that? I'm gonna be real with you, I never learned Parl, so like we're just gonna attack him until he dies. We're just gonna hope I can hit him till he dies, because I never learned Parl. Can I hit the head? I can. No visceral, that's sad. Go team. Parl's a lot better in the chalices. Mostly because, like, when he's in this arena, I can't see what he's doing because he's the exact same color as the floor. Like, I really have a hard time just getting a read on what Parl is doing in this arena because he looks the same. He blends in with the floor. Yeah, I really prefer Laron Darkbeast over Parl. Alright, let me take the gems out of this. I don't know if the gems would disappear out of the weapon if I discarded it before removing them, but like, I ain't gonna test it out. Alright, goodbye Beast Cutter. Alright. Let me add that to my notes. Yeah, I much prefer Parl in the chalices. Let's see. Parl. Beast Cutter. Okay. Well, I guess now it's time for my favorite boss. Yeah, I guess we go to Forbidden Woods now. Let's see here. What weapon do we use for them? I think we use the cane. I think this is where we use the threaded cane. Is shadows. Really, I'm one shy. Yeah, I think threaded cane is what we use on the shadows. This is a good time for that. Good job, Woodboy. Thank you, Mr. Anomaly. Yeah, I mean, on my tier list, I think I have Parl at like 150, but I have Laron Darkbeast at like 80. Just because, like, visibility is a big problem, I think, with that fight. I really do have a hard time seeing what Parl is doing. That's just thrust attack. Yeah, Shadows of Yharnam, that's my favorite boss in the game. I think Orphan's the best, but Shadows of Yharnam is my favorite boss in the entirety of Bloodborne. I guess we'll take the Saw Spear into the Forbidden Woods because Threaded Cane isn't going to be great at killing stuff. So I'll take the Saw Spear in there. I'll take the cane. Why not? Whatever. I will use the cane. I lied. I'm a liar. And then we'll use that on the shadows. Then we'll do Rom, and then after Rom, we'll probably go do Logarius. I'm not gonna do like too much with the Canehurst weapons yet because they all require Blood Tinge. I'm gonna sit on Ryder Palish until Lady Maria.
Welcome home. What is it?
So I am gonna get it, but I'm gonna sit on it for a while. We're not to finish your Lovecraft book. Hey, that's for the best. That's a good time to do it. Get some more skill. Actually, I need some tinge. I don't know. Not being able to parry the Shadows of Yharnam is gonna make them a lot tougher. Uh, I'll use these so I can get another level. I mean, I think the Shadows of Yharnam is just the best multi-enemy fight in the series. Ornstein and Smo, who? I don't even think Ornstein and Smo is the best duo fight in their own game. I'm gonna be real with you. Did you throw out your gun too? I didn't use it. For all the bosses, Martin, I'm unequipping whatever weapon I'm not using. So like I take the gun with me to the level, and then before I go in the boss, I throw it away. Like against Bloodstar Beast, I usually parry, but I brought the rifle spear against Bloodstar Beast so I could parry her. Because I can't parry, I'm not parrying with the gun because that's not the weapon I'm using and discarding for that boss. So like against Parl, I got rid of my gun. I took it off because I didn't use it. Yeah, we're going to fight. We're going to fight the Shadows now. Damn, 20 people in here. What the hell? Yeah, Ornstein and Smo did beat my ass. That's neither here nor there. I mean, Belgargs beat me even worse, but I think Belgargs are better. Alright. Yeah, let's go beat up the Shadows. The Shadows of Yharnam are my goats, man. I love that boss. Yeah, so like when I go into the Shadows fight, I'm gonna take my gun off so I can't parry them. Which means I can only parry whatever bosses I'm discarding a gun for. So like I parried Bloodstar Beast and I discarded the rifle spear. I'm gonna save the Rider Palish for Lady Maria, and then I'll discard it after I kill Maria. So Shadows, Gehrman, Orphan, those bosses I am not going to take a gun against. Now I could parry like something if I brought a gun against them, because I do have to do a couple of Chalice bosses to get the Root Chalice to do Thumeru Ihil. Because again, the bosses we're doing for this run is we're doing all base game bosses, all DLC bosses, and we're doing the bosses you have to do for Platinum with the loophole. We're going to do the first two bosses of Thumeru, and then we're going to grab the Root Chalice from Layer 2, and then we're going to skip straight to Ihil and do those three bosses. Thumerian Descendant, Bloodletting Beast, and Queen Yharnam. The problem I'm going to have there is they are scaled really high, man. Like, those three bosses are scaled really high. And jumping straight into that after doing no other chalices is going to be tough. I'm probably going to have a pretty difficult time when I get to that point. How much damage we got? 3 hits to kill a villager is not great. I need to save twin shards and chunks, especially chunks. Hello, Q-Jup, I guess that's what I'll call you. Yeah, I need to save chunks. So like that's another issue that's going to make this a lot tougher, is that my weapons are going to be doing less damage because my stat spread. Like I have to make sure I don't get soft locked out of weapons. I have to keep my stat spread to where I can use more weapons, and I can't upgrade them too much because chunks are not unlimited. Honestly, before 60 FPS, I would give anything to let me buy Bloodstone chunks with echoes. I would give anything for it, man. Give me that over 60 FPS. I'm so serious. No, X-Mail, I explained that. I'm only discarding the weapons that I'm using. So, like, against Bloodstar Beast earlier, I did not take a gun in there to parry her. I brought the rifle spear in so I could parry her. So I unequipped my gun. I didn't bring a gun against Gascoigne. I didn't bring a gun against Cleric Beast. I didn't bring a gun against Parl, the Witches, Bakar Amelia. I'm not going to bring a gun against the Shadows, which means I can't parry them. So I'm only discarding what I'm using. So I can only parry whatever I bring the Rider Palish or the Rifle Spear against. I already burnt the Rifle Spear on Susie, so I'm going to save the Rider Palish for Lady Maria. Oh, that was so sad. Thought I had more range than that. I don't mind Forbidden Woods. A lot of people don't like this area. I don't think it's great by any means, but I mean, it's fine. I don't really think any of the areas in Bloodborne are, like, super bad. The only one I would call, like, unenjoyable is Nightmare Frontier. I am going to put the Saw Spear on. Even with no gems, it probably is better. Even with no gems, it probably is better than the Threaded Cane. Okay, let's go down here. Actually, wait a second. I didn't want to aggro you right there. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to rope Molotov him. It's fine, I'll save those. I'm going to need those later for the snakes, so it's fine, I'll save them. Super armor, hello. You gonna, dude, you okay? Okay, yeah, Canehurst is the best area in the base game. Nah, actually, I would say Central Yarnum is probably overall the best area in the base game. But Canehurst is great. My favorite area is the Research Hall, but yeah, Canehurst is dope. Ow. Oh, no, that is so sad. Oh, Magic Pixel. Could you leave me alone for like 2 seconds, dude? Ow. Bro just Gwen kicked me. That's crazy. Why Research Hall? I like the Research Hall, man. I like the vertical levels. Like, I've always liked the Research Hall. I like Broom Tower in Dark Souls 2. I like the vertical levels. You know, I'm playing this game and doing this quote-unquote challenge run, but I'm gonna be straight with you. I have not played this game in like 4 months. Something like that. Like, prior to this run, I had not played Bloodborne since, like, I want to say January or February, 4 or 5 months. So my R1 spam nature is taking over a bit. Now, if I didn't want to pick up items, I could just do this. Oh, come on now. Do it. If I didn't want to pick up items, I could just do this. And then skip to where the cannon guy is. Yeah, there's the hut with Abhorrent Beast. I could drop down right there and go fight the cannon guy. We won't do that. We won't do that. Are there any notes up here? Anybody left any notes up here for me? No. I don't know if you can leave notes up here since it's outside of the map. Let's see here. Yeah, no parrying shadows is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Let's see. I mean, not really. You follow the orange lamps and you'll get where you need to go. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Sia, however you say that. Eyes and jars are cool, I guess. I mean, I don't know, I think it's dope. The best area is the Hamlet. I think Fishing Hamlet's cool. I don't know. I don't love Fishing Hamlet. I think it's fine though. Again, I don't think any levels in Bloodborne are particularly bad. I don't think any of them are particularly bad, but I don't love all of them. They are not created equally. Beast Blood Pellets, that is something I might have to take advantage of if my damage starts getting low. I don't know. Probably not. Because I'm not going to have much health, because I have to make sure, you know, my offensive stats can use a lot of weapons. So, like, I can use a lot of weapons with those. So, like, I probably don't want to use those because I'll just get one shot. Assuming counter hits just don't one shot me anyway. Late game bosses probably will start to just one tap me on counter hits. Bloodborne counter damage is so cruel, man. Bloodborne counter damage is cruel. I hate Bloodborne dogs. No. Have you played Neo? I have not. The only Souls-likes I've played are I've played all the FromSoft Souls games. I've played Lies of P, and I played Stranger of Paradise. I have not played any other Souls-likes. And I played some of Black Myth Wukong, but I didn't finish it. I dropped it into Pagoda Realm. I was like, yeah, this isn't fun anymore. Oh, that's not good. He did that early. He doesn't usually do it that early. Oh, come on now. Ah! No, thank you. Yeah, he doesn't usually buff himself that early. Gave me that, thank you. What do we got here? Hemlock is really good. I like Hemlock a lot. Night Frontier is the best swamp in the series. Is it? It's better than Swamp of Sorrows. It's better than Blighttown. I mean, if we count Earthen Peak, I think Earthen Peak is the best. Granted, that's not a swamp, that's gas, but I think if we count Earthen Peak, I think I like Earthen Peak the most of all the swamps. Faring Keep sucks. No, definitely not Faring Keep. Nightmare Frontier is maybe the best. Ashina Depths. Ashina Depths is a great poison swamp area because you can grapple over all the poison. So if we count that, I'm going to say Ashina Depths because you can grapple over everything and you don't have to engage with it. Lake of Rot, definitely better than that because that also has basilisks, bro. They put Deathblight with Scarlet Rot. What in the world? Psychotic behavior. Big Mike hates us. I don't know why I went down. Oh no, I need to go over this way. No, God of War is not a Souls. Like, it has a similar control scheme than new ones do, but no, I don't think I wouldn't call it a Souls like. I wouldn't agree with that. The Wukong glazing is insane. From who? I don't like Wukong. Or I didn't like it after a certain point. Like, I played Wukong until like Pagoda Realm, and then I got like halfway through Pagoda Realm and I was like, you know what, I don't want to play this anymore. And I stopped playing it. It's got that one combo problem, same thing FF16 has. It's got that one combo problem. Neo games are peak. I would argue they're better than the Souls trilogy. Okay, what I hear about Neo is combat and bosses are really good, but like the rest of the game sucks. Like the levels suck. That's what I've heard about Neo. The combat and the bosses are really good, but the rest of the game just kind of sucks. Which, I mean, I played Stranger of Paradise, and that's basically a Neo game, from what I've heard. It's made by the same crew. I need to finish the DLC for Stranger of Paradise. I never did all of them. Hello, it's Echo. Yeah, I did not like Pagoda Realm. I did not care for it at all, man. Sekiro, Neo 2, and Bloodborne is my top 3 favorite games. Favorite Souls games? Nah, my top 3 are Bloodborne, Sekiro. My top 3 favorites are Bloodborne, Dark Souls 2, and the original Demon Souls. I think the 3 best are Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Dark Souls 2, though. Big Mike, never heard that until you said it. Oh, bro, I call him Big Mike all the time. Am I the originator of calling Michael Zaki Big Mike? Am I the originator of that? Can I get a trademark? That'll kill you. Bought Neo, it didn't draw me in after a few hours. Yeah, like, what I like most in, like, okay, I know I made a big, like, you know, 5-hour boss ranking video. However, bosses are like 5th on the totem pole for me in Souls games. Yeah, they're like 5th on the totem pole. Like, I don't put that super high. That. I was gonna say, I think you coined it. Hey, I'll take it. Yeah, I'd heard him called Michael Zaki a lot, but I was like, oh, Big Mike. It only makes sense to call him Big Mike. If I ever meet Miyazaki, I'm calling him Big Mike to his face. I gotta do it. I feel like I have to. I wonder if he knows that people call him Michael Zaki. Okay, don't die in the crow pit. Oh, pebbles. More pebbles, probably. And antidotes. Don't need any of those. Okay. I mean, I would assume he's like... I know, you know, Big Mike pays attention to, like, he pays attention to the Western fans, because he watches, like, challenge runs. He says specifically that he watches, like, challenge runs and stuff like that of his games, which probably means he watches people like Aggie and Iron Pineapple and people like that. He's probably, like, seen them and knows of their existence. Oh, the super armor's crazy, dog. PvP, okay, I can't do PvP at the top of your list for, like, most important things in a Souls game. Listen, I have a PvP build for Bloodborne. I use it on occasion, but, like, dog, if I want mediocre PvP, I can get that elsewhere. I don't need to get it from a Souls game. Online functionality isn't something I particularly value in Souls games anyway, you know? If I feel like playing something online, I'll go play Helldivers. Oh, God! 1 HP in a dream! No, don't kill me! How much health? 10 HP. How did I forget about the cannon guy? How did I forget he was there? Like I said, I haven't played this game in a minute. Does that reach me? No. Okay, run. Alright. Let's see here. You need a translator guy multiple times. I mean, yeah, I don't imagine he doesn't speak fluent English on occasion. I'm not seeing you play any PvP. I have a short on the channel of it. I don't use it on occasion, but, like, I have a short on the channel. I don't use it very often, though. It's actually, like, a pretty good PvP build, too. Like, it's at the right level. I've got all the gestures. I've got all the, like all the Covenant runes. I got all the weapons. It's honestly about as good of a PvP build as you could get in Bloodborne. I just don't use it very often. Like I said, if I want an online experience, I'll just go play Helldivers. Combat, build variety, story. Okay, that's kind of like what I think, Godzilla. Like I think, you know, the most important thing for me in a Souls game is definitely like the levels. You know, like the levels have got to be good, man. Which is why I don't like Dark Souls 3. I think most of the levels kind of suck. It's why I don't like Elden Ring's open world, because it trades off good level design for bland open environments with nothing to do 90% of the time. Except for Shadow of the Erdtree. Except Shadow of the Erdtree. Again, I want to make sure like I glaze the world design of Shadow of the Erdtree every time I can, because if they want to do open world stuff, that's what you have to do. You need to design the open world in such a way that it feels like a huge Souls level. I love just like seeing something in the distance in Shadow of the Erdtree and be like, how do I get there? Oh god. Like I loved that in Shadow of the Erdtree. Okay, before I go get... I'll probably get killed by Abhorrent Beast here. So before that, let me get the shortcut. Yeah, like, I don't want to stop glazing that, because I did really love that, you know? Seeing an area in Shadow of the Erdtree and saying, how do I get there, man? I can't figure it out. Whereas in Elden Ring, you see an area, like, the only level that's like that in Elden Ring is Consecrated Snowfield. You see Snowfield on the map, you're like, how do I get there? But for every other level in Elden Ring, you just go there, you just ride there, and you get there and there's nothing to do. See, I do not want to I don't want to undersell how good I think the world design was in Shadow of the Erdtree. What do you like about Dark Souls 2? I like the build variety, I like the weapons, I do like the levels. I think the levels are fun. I think the levels are really good, actually. I like how big the game is. I really like how it's just... Dark Souls 2 is a lot more of an RPG than the other Souls games. I like how personal the quest is in that, you know, it's not any of this, like, you know, in Dark Souls 1, like, you know, you gotta go find Gwyn, you know, you gotta go kill Gwyn or whatever. In Dark Souls 2, it's just cure your curse. That's really all it is. And I like that. I like the bosses in Dark Souls 2 for the most part. I don't think most of the base game bosses are particularly great, but I did like a lot of them. There isn't really much that I dislike in Dark Souls 2. Shadow of the Erdtree is so disappointing. I don't know. I like it way more than the base game. As someone who really did not like Elden Ring's base game, Shadow of the Erdtree slapped. I really liked it. Coffin, Bloodborne, and Chalices, invading some balance mess because no upload matchmaking. Yeah, I mean, and the 20 heals, which, I mean, you can parry heals, but still, 20 heals is a bit much. Parrying heals on the FromSoft netcode is not particularly great. Yeah, like, you know, I'll hate on the base game of Elden Ring as much as I can, you know, despite some of the bosses being good. You know, Moog is peak. But I don't know.
Have you got a screw loose? Or is it your animal intuition?
Secretly one of the best fights in Bloodborne, by the way, in the Chalices. That is a lot of health. His AI doesn't work super good on this roof, though.
Die. Hunters are killers, nothing less. You call me a beast? A beast? What would you know? I didn't ask for this.
Don't kill me. Ah, he got me. I was hoping that tornado wouldn't get me. If he did any other attack there, I would have been okay. I would have been okay if he did any other attack right there. Again, my health is low. I have only 20 vig. Send that up for future Carmen in case he needs it. Love that guy. He's not easy in Chalices either, but I love him in the Chalice dungeons. Which I love fighting Abhorrent Beast every time. That's why I'm fighting him here. I love that guy. People really jumped on me for putting Abhorrent Beast as high as I did on the boss ranking. Nobody said anything about Thumerian Elder, though. Nobody did. So I guess, you know, everyone just knows... Everyone who's fought Thumerian Elder knows how good he is. And how he has a bigger moveset than, like, most of the enemies in Bloodborne. I mean, I see what you mean, Martin. I see what you mean. But, I mean, I don't know. I found Gravesite Plain to be, you know, it had a good amount of content in it. Shadow Altus was good. The Ruins, I don't know. It's tough to say. Cerulean Coast did have absolutely nothing in it. Big area. Gorgeous area. Had absolutely nothing in it. Finger Ruins, yeah, did not have enough content for sure. I was gonna throw, but I have simply decided to lock in. Go team. Whew. That was, yeah, that's pretty tense. That's pretty tense. I love that guy, though. One of the best fights in the game, for sure. One of the best design bosses. Let's see here. What's the consensus on Night Rain? I didn't play it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't play it. I'll play it when there's a mod on PC, like the Boss Arena mod on Elden Ring that just lets you pick the bosses and fight them. When that comes for Night Rain, I'll play it then on PC. I don't feel like I don't like roguelikes. I don't. I also don't like engaging with online in Souls, so I'm just not gonna do it. Mostly because of the roguelike thing, though. Mostly because of that. Oh, that turning! That tracking. Oh, there's a little bit of lag on my phone there. I saw that. Hopefully that doesn't become a recurring thing. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and... Is the stream stable? Just making sure. I saw a little bit of lag on my phone there. Yeah, some of the bosses look fun, like Fulgore and Libra look really good. Caligo looks okay. Hailstorm looks cool. But Libra and Fulgore were the main two that, like, I really want to fight. I had one guy in one of my daily updates tell me that like if I don't like roguelikes and find them repetitive, then I'm playing them wrong. I'm like, or I just don't like the genre, you dumbass. I just don't like the genre. Roguelikes are by definition repetitive, and I just don't like that. There's nothing wrong with it, I just don't like it. That guy's an NPC though. I've seen him on a few daily updates with terrible takes. He's just an NPC, it's fine. Happens to the worst of us. Come on now, do something I can parry. Bro, trying to parry something off this guy is ridiculous. Aw, damn it. Because you can parry those snake attacks. It's just like, when do you do it? Ow. Yeah, you can parry those snake attacks. I just like to, I don't know when you do it. Yeah, Caligo looks okay. Do you hit the head for him, or is he an ankle bite dragon? Is he an ankle biter dragon or a head hitter dragon? Because like there's two different types of dragons. Like there's the pre-Madeir dragons, where all of those were ankle biter dragons. Which, you know, some of those were really good. You know, Sin and Calamite were great. Then there's like Placidusax, who's also an ankle biter dragon. Madeir, you hit the head, and then the other ancient dragons are ankle biters, and then the rest of them are all head hitters. Yeah, I didn't play Night Rain. I'm not gonna play like the actual game. I'll wait until there's a mod that just lets me pick them at round table and fight all of them. Like just straight up pick them at round table, set your level to 15, and then just go fight them. I'll do that. Same thing with the Duskbloods. Like I am not gonna go buy a Switch 2 to play the Duskbloods, doc. That is not happening. Oh, that was so sad. Let's see here. Do you have any thoughts on the new Mafia game? No, I did not play Mafia. I haven't played any new releases this year except Expedition 33. Like, I need to play Dark Ages, Doom the Dark Ages, because I do like 2016 and Eternal. I don't know, Death Stranding, we'll see. Probably not. I need to play the first one. If nothing else, just to hate on it more intelligently. That, like, I'm actually thinking about playing Death Stranding 1 specifically to hate on it more efficiently. Listen, professional haters have standards, okay? Okay, so that was... I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, I don't have any thoughts on Mafia. Thought you don't like Eternal. Eternal eventually did click with me. Base game Doom Eternal did click with me after because I finished it. I played like half of it before, and I didn't really like it. And then I came back to it when Dark Ages came out and finished it, and it did click with me. Now, I didn't really like Ancient Gods that much. Ancient Gods 1 specifically. I didn't like Ancient Gods 1. I thought that sucked. Ancient Gods 2 was okay. It was better, but I was late. But I didn't really like Ancient Gods 1 at all. I just didn't have fun with it. It wasn't even that hard. Like up until the fight with Samuel, I didn't die a single time in Ancient Gods Part 1. Until the fight with Samuel. I thought Ancient Gods 1 just sucked. Ancient Gods 2 was better, though. Eternal was fun. The base game of Doom Eternal did grow on me, to the point where, like, I would say I like it at a similar level as 2016. As a whole, I'm going to say I like 2016 more, but I did like Eternal. Ancient Gods 2 was okay, though. Oh, behind me. I think my main issue with Ancient Gods was, like, what makes Doom Eternal so fun is, like, just switching from weapon to weapon, killing everything in any way you want, just switching up constantly. Whereas in Ancient Gods, they're like, no, you don't understand. You're going to kill these enemies with this specific weapon, with this specific mod. Like the microwave beam, dog. The microwave beam. Now with the fight against Samuel Hayden, I died to Samuel Hayden like 8 times or something like that, but I had the lives. Again, I picked up like almost every single life in the DLC up to that point and hadn't died a single time. So like, I had the lives for it, so it was fine. Samuel Hayden, he was tough, yeah. But that's also because like of the microwave beam mechanic. That microwave beam mechanic is just so terrible, dude. Because, like, the thing is, like, the microwave beam sucks. Straight up, it sucks. And in order to kill those spirits, like, it takes, like, 100 plasma rifle shots. Like, it takes so much. It takes so much ammo to kill them with it. And you have to do it over and over and over again, man. And if you happen to run out of ammo on them, then, like, they're gonna get away and you have to do it all over again. It was so bad. Ancient Gods 1, I think, just sucked. I just didn't think it was good. Ancient Gods 2 slapped, though. That was okay. That was good. Still not as good as the base game, but... yeah. Still not as good as the base game of Doom Eternal, but yeah, it was good. It was fine. Sentinel Hammer was a lot of fun. Yeah. I think that, as a whole, I would say Doom Eternal was kind of overrated. But yeah, oh, dude, the Slayer Gate? I don't know if I did the one in the last level of Ancient Gods 2. No, I didn't. Because isn't that the one, do you have to fight the Icon of Sin again? I didn't do that one. I think I did every other one, though. Now, granted, I did it on Hurt Me Plenty. I didn't do it on, like, Ultra Violence. I did it on Hurt Me Plenty. Because I don't play shooters very often. Shooters are not my usual genre, so I don't play them on hard difficulties. Aside from Helldivers. I only do difficulty 10 Helldives, but aside from that, I don't play shooters on high difficulties because they're not my usual genre and I'm not very good at them. Hello, competitively casual. It's going okay. We've killed Witches of Hemwick and we have killed Dark Beast Parl. So now we're going to Shadows of Yharnam with the Threaded Cane. That makes sense. What? Yeah, I don't play shooters at a high difficulty. Again, just not my genre. I enjoy them sometimes. I think I did 2016 on Nightmare, but I didn't do Eternal. Alright, so this is a fight that's usually very difficult for a lot of people. Let me show you how to handle this, okay? Go team. Yeah, I need to play Dark Ages though. I wanted to replay 2016 before buying Dark Ages. Helldivers 2 is goated, yes sir. Yes sir. We love Helldivers on this channel. But yeah, who was it that mentioned the souls? Was it Godzilla? Yeah, Godzilla. I'm not super worried about losing him. I think Ram is a good boss. Where did I put Ram on my list? Out of 267 bosses, I want to say Ram was around like 180 or something like that. Should I get Helldivers 2? I cannot recommend it enough. Okay, let me tell you. I don't like multiplayer games, and I don't really like shooters. Not usually, I don't. I have an addiction with Helldivers 2. So as someone who does not like shooters and does not really like multiplayer games as a whole, I have an addiction to Helldivers. Ow. I should probably be careful, man. I don't really have the health to be messing around. Ow. Get out of here. Garbage. Shadows of Yharnam is the... Yes, it is. I agree, Bilal. It's also my favorite fight in the game. What are your thoughts? People donating to rich people on stream like XQC, Kai? I mean, I'm not gonna listen. I'm a grown man. I'm not gonna tell anybody how to spend their money. But like, didn't it get leaked? Like, or XQC like leaked it himself that like he's gambled like $3 billion or whatever, or like something $3 billion. And I'm like, people are donating to him, which XQC in general, man. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say the R word. He's dumb. He's not a very intelligent person. Yeah, let me not use the R word on stream. But XQC is not a particularly intelligent guy. Yeah, I don't understand people who like... I don't understand people who donate to people with that much money anyway. You know, I'm not going to tell anybody how to spend their money. I'm going to say I don't see it. I'm not going to tell anybody how to spend their money, though. You know, do what you want. I will quit, like, donating to someone like Aiden Ross, who, like... Someone like Aiden Ross is illiterate, if you don't know. Like, look up a video of him trying to read the definition of fascism. Like, he's illiterate. He can't read. Straight up. He is illiterate. He cannot read. And people, like, donate to him. That's kind of the problem. I think that's kind of the problem with the internet these days. Like, you don't even have to be able to function in society to make a living and make more money than most people. Like, a guy as competent as Aiden Ross and XQC, like, and the nicest way I can say it, they should probably be stacking boxes for a living. Because, like, listen, I'm not saying too much. Okay, I'm an MRI tech. That's my job. That's what I do. But, you know, not everyone needs to get a job in a medical field. But, like, again, someone as incompetent as XQC or Aiden should be stacking boxes for a living. I'm running out of bullets. Oh, that was a big sweeping attack. Wow. Yeah, my job is I'm an MRI tech, and sometimes I help on sometimes I help the Nuke Med Pet CT crew for my company. I do that like 1 or 2 days out of the week, but like, not everyone needs to get a job like that. You know, not everyone needs to, but again, I just think it's odd how, you know, the internet is to the point where you literally you can be illiterate and make billions. Like, I don't understand how you get to that point. Okay, let's go out the other way. Oh, looking at my phone, not paying attention. Yeah, just put the fries in my bag, little bro. But yeah, so I like you know, I'm really happy that I don't make my living off YouTube. You know, I make some money off YouTube, not a lot. I make some money, but like it's not that much. And like, I'm honestly glad that I don't make my living off YouTube, because it allows me to feel superior to people like XQC and Aiden Ross. I got 100k souls. Don't charge me. You won't do it from there. Damn! Twice in a row, man. Oh my god, I'm a fraud. I got him that time. Ah! Too bad the giant snake ball isn't here. I should eventually like get the emulator running on my PC and stream the Project Beast mod from Abyss 1, I think is the one who made that. I should stream that. Because they re-added in like the Great One Beast, or the Silver Beast, whatever you want to call him. The Greater Demon, or whatever his name was, the Moon Presence, and the Snake Ball. Let's see here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, competitively casual. Let's see here. Yeah, like, there's, like, been a change at my work, so, like, I have got, like, a week and a half off, though, so, I will probably stream plenty. I needed a break, though. I haven't, like, had a real break from work in about 3 years? Like an extended break in, like, 3 years. What do you do for work? I said a minute ago I'm an MRI tech. Ah, the goobers. Oh no. I need him to de-aggro, because he's going to do that the whole time. He'll, like, two-shot me. With my vigor, yeah, he'll two-shot me. No. I'm low on bullets, but the good news is I won't need them for shadows anyway, because I'm not going to parry, so, like, you know. I have a very, let's see, I have a very mild case of Tourette's, competitively casual. It's not bad, like, sometimes I'll pick up, like, I notice myself doing it, but I can't stop myself from doing it. And I used to have it a lot worse as a kid, like, a lot worse. Like, I used to, like, my hands and my feet and my face used to twitch. As I got older, it just moved to more verbal tics, but, yeah. Yeah, I never had, like, I never had the issue of, like, you know, like, some people pick up a, like, some people have Tourette's bad, and they get to where, like, you know, they say, you know, they say the F, like, they'll, like, pick up a tick of saying the N-word or something like that. Thankfully, I never had it that bad. Like, mine was always my hands, my feet, and my face, which is why, like, I still do facial tics a lot. Which is why, like, I would probably never do face cam. Also because, like, I don't know if I could ever show my face. Oh, no. Because, one sec. My job is, like, it's a contract thing. And, I think part of it is, like, I'm not allowed to have, like, a side hustle or whatever. So I don't know if I could show my face because of that. Ow. Yeah, you know, I never had any, like, any twitches that would, you know, make me a complete detriment to society or anything like that, but they were always noticeable. Probably so, Yakov. Probably so. Yeah, the main thing that twitches these days is like the little hiccup thing I do, and again, I have facial tics. They get worse when I get like nervous though. Like if I get really nervous, or like if I'm like really sweating in a game, really trying, like, you know, trying to lock in, that's when it happens really bad. When I'm really trying to focus in on something. You admitted that you just make money. Yes, but my face is not on display. So it'll be okay. Go team. Yeah, I make money on YouTube. In fact, the month of June, I made more in that month than I ever have on YouTube, which still isn't even that much. Like, the most I've ever made in a month, I made in the month of June. I made about $400. That's the most I've ever made in a single month on YouTube, and it was in the month of June. And, you know, that just ended. I'll get that at the end of this month. That's the most I've ever made in a month. All right. It is time. Sure, go ahead. Go ahead, casual, before I have to lock in here. We'll see how this goes. I could get absolutely folded right here. Oh, wait. Why not level up? I don't need it. I'm here. It takes time, you know? It takes time. It takes time to go all the way back to the dream and level up and then run all the way back here. I mean, sure, there's a non-zero chance that I get one tap on a counter hit, but, like, you know, that's fine. That's fine. That just, you know, that sort of stuff just tends to kind of happen, you know? Yeah. I'll wait for Casual's question. That is bringing the Logarius wheel into this fight. Not my pick. Not my pick for this fight. That's better on, like, something like Ludwig. Something that's big and hard to miss. I don't know. Ludwig is kind of skittish in Phase 1. Let me clear out my notifications here. Clear that. What do we got? I'm buying. I'm scared to come to his family. Hate gay. Oh, yes, casual. Yes. My folks are extremely religious. Oh yeah. It sucked. Still sucks. It's no good. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and blow smoke up your ass. It's bad. It's not great. All right, no parry, Shadows of Yharnam. These are my favorite bosses, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, I died. I didn't realize he was doing his running attack. That's fine. I don't need to level up for this. My damage is fine. I don't need to level up for this fight. I shouldn't have went for that transform attack. Oops. I didn't mean to do that there. Yeah, I didn't mean to go for that there, because that's like one of the longest transform attack animations in the game. I did not mean to go for that. That really led me into a bad situation. Now, the transform attacks are fine, and that's a fast transform attack. That's good. But yeah, when you trick it into the whip, I did not mean to do that. That was a misclick. I don't know what I was trying to do, but it wasn't that. Yeah. My damage is fine. I can do this. I just need to not do that attack. I think it's technically like Pentecostal, I think is what it would be. Lorenzo? Yeah, I did it casual, and is not. I mean, as if I could go back and like not do it, I would. I wouldn't change it, because I mean, like it was gonna come out eventually, but you know, yeah, it didn't go over well and still hasn't, but it is what it is. I was gonna wait a long time, but I was like, nah, it's gonna happen eventually anyway. Yeah, okay, let's not do that transforming attack. That was a terrible idea. Why is that is so slow? That's fine though. That's not too bad. Neither is that, because that'll stagger. And that's a good transform attack. I just need to not do the other one. I need to pick that up though. That's like $110,000. I need to pick this up. 120,000. Okay, I need to like be careful about how I do this. Ranged guy is fine. He's okay. Okay, let's I gotta do this without parrying, so let's be careful about how we do this. Ah, it's gonna fire breath me. Yep. Oh, I was hoping that would reach him. Nope. Ah, I didn't get the backstab on him. That's rough. No, thank you. Okay. We simply have to focus. Problem is now, like the extra like reach these guys get on their snakes can hit me through pillars, which means I'm a lot less safe now. Ah! Okay. Thank you, counter system, saving me. Okay, yeah. It should be in the bag now. That first shadow is where you really have to worry. No, thank you. Thankfully, you can just hear what the range guy is doing. You can just listen to him. You can just keep him completely out of sight, because all you have to do is listen. Alright, he's done for. He's good. All done. That was alright for no parry shadows. I'll take it. Could have been cleaner for sure, but like, you know, no parry shadows with a weapon I never used. That was pretty alright. I'll discard this when I get back to the dream. Was there an item back here? I want to make sure I didn't miss an item. No, okay. Time is it? 2:07. We got another hour. We're good. We're good. Okay, so now it is ROM. I think I know what weapon I'm going to use here. Isn't Garden of Ice Sandus K? Isn't it the same guy? Let me see here. Let's see here. It feels pretty good fighting enemies that stagger, Taha, I'll tell you. Let's see, Jackals. There's quick long range swords. Yeah, Thready Cane is, Thready Cane's good, but again, it's just like, you know, that's not great. I made it work, though. I made it work. There's certain times you can get it to work. You need to be fighting something that'll stagger to it, though, like the shadows, and that's why I used it on them, because you need to use the cane on something that it can stagger, and the shadows are very easy to stagger. Hate Rom so much, boring boss. Rom's okay. I don't think Rom is completely horrible. I don't think it's anything special, but it's not completely terrible, I don't think. Alright, so I think I know what weapon we're gonna use on Rom. Give me that. I do think we will go ahead and burn the Tonitrus on Rom. Rom should be a kin, I think, so Tonitrus will be okay. Take the gems out of it. Alright, Thready Cane, you served me well. Oh, not that. I mean, I'll get that to +6. I want to make sure Tonitrus can do some damage here. Give me attack up. Attack up. Anything better? I may as well use that. Because all this thing does is blunt damage. And that last slot I can't use. Alright. I guess we'll go beat up on Rom now.
Very well.
Do that. How much is that? 25 vitality, 15 arcane. Alright. Now listen, doll, I need you to know it ain't personal. 281, that's alright. Let's see. Rom pisses you off sometimes, it's not bad. Chalice Rom. Okay, this is what makes me mad. Chalice Rom is just taking up a spot in Lower Thumeru, right? but Thumerian Elder has to be at the bottom of Lower Hintertomb. Like, the reason people don't know how good Thumerian Elder is because he's in one of the optional chalices. Because there's 7 chalices you have to do to Platinum. You have to do 5 Thumerus and 2 Lorans. Thumerian Elder is at the bottom of the second Hintertomb. So, like, he's at the end of an optional chalice that is also behind another optional chalice. Like, one of the best bosses in the game. And people just don't know how good he is. You know, the damage isn't great, but I'll take it. These guys are also just tanky, though. I actually will... It's probably fine to use. This thing doesn't... No, I'm not. I'm not going to use it during the level. Because that thing has horrible durability. The Tonitrus breaks at nothing. They made the Tonitrus out of, like, paper mache or something. Tonitrus has very, very low durability. I got the Saw Spear, it's just good enough. I don't even put gems in it. It just works, as the man said. So that's Tonitrus. Tonitrus, that's how you say it? I'm gonna call it Tonitrus. I've always called it Tonitrus. Ow! Counter hit. Hello, gaping dragon centipede creature. I guess I probably could have just thrown throwing knives at his head. If you just like throw throwing knives at the fire, the flower, he just dies in like 3 hits or something. Which is why, like, if you're running the chalices, like, and you go to Thumeru Ihil, it's always best to like keep the bow blade on you. Like, keep Simon's bow blade on you. That's another one of my favorite weapons, man. Like, if I were to pick, like, my top 3 favorite weapons in Bloodborne, it's definitely, like, the Beast Hunter Safe, the Church Pick, and the Bow Blade. Those 3 are so good. Love those 3. Shocker, it's all DLC weapons. Usually use summons here. Your bloodline is weak, Bilal. There's nothing wrong with people who use summons. I just don't do it. Yeah, House Centipede. Yeah, if you just blast that flower with like the bow blade or something like that, yeah, you'll kill him in like 2 hits. He's just extremely resistant to everything else. I mean, the cannon would probably hit him for like over 10k, I imagine. I don't imagine he'd live it. Oh, we gotta fight the real boss of Bergenworth. Then we gotta fight Rom. Alright, Yuri, what's your deal? This is the real boss of this area, man. Yuri is like, bro, I'm telling you, this boss is ridiculous. Okay, Bloodborne, I honestly am not that big of a fan of Bloodborne's lore. I'm gonna be real with you. I love Bloodborne. I love this game a lot. From a lore standpoint, I prefer a lot of the other games. I don't think any of the lore for Souls games is bad. Oh my god. But like, yeah, as a whole, I definitely like other games more. Dude, the turning, crazy. Bro, the amount of health this NPC has. Look at this, bro. I had people ask me on my boss rank list, dude, why do you hate NPCs so much? Oh. And it's like, why do I hate NPCs so much? Look at this. Which this NPC is like an outlier in how strong she is. Like this NPC is just strong. Her and the Bloody Crow and the Research Hall Hunter. No, that would have one-shot me. Bruh. Bro, I thought I thought I was cooked. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I missed that dodge. No, stop that. I guess they balance Yuri out though, because she can't heal. I don't think Yuri has a heal. It's like she's stupidly tanky, but she can't heal. Whew. Wasn't even nervous. See here. So many of the NPCs use the threaded cane. Yeah, and like the range on the threaded cane, I swear it's longer when an NPC is using it. I swear it is. Let's see here. Yeah, Bloodborne is my favorite Souls game in general, but yeah, the lore I would say like I prefer the lore for Dark Souls 1, 2, Demon Souls, and maybe Elden Ring? Maybe? Nah, probably not. But definitely DS1, 2, and Demon Souls. Dark Souls 3 lore is sad, man. It's sad. We were robbed, man. OG DS3 had all the makings to be absolute fire, and instead they said, "LOL, let's just make it nostalgia bait, dude." Dude, let's just go for nostalgia bait. Why should we like really like try and make something unique out of this, dude? Like we could just like make it Dark Souls 1, but again. Yeah, I don't know why people love NPCs so much. I don't get it. OGDS3, man, I'm telling you, I poured over all the information we have for the original draft a DS3, like the Dead Sea Scrolls, man. I was like Admiral Zhao in Wang Shitong's library. Alright. So here's what we're gonna do, chat, alright? You're gonna have to bear with me for a second here. Alright. Now, I hate to do this on stream, but I do want these eye runes. Yeah, I hate to do this on stream because it's gonna take a second, but like, you know, it is what it is. Contrary to what people think, you actually don't have to run all the way back and forth. Some people like will say, alright, go all the way back and touch the Forbidden Woods lantern. That's unnecessary. The exact range for it is not that long. You won't charge me. You won't do it. No balls. Thank God he didn't do it. It's like an Undercover Brother when he says, if you gonna shoot me, shoot me. She puts the gun away and he goes, thank you, Jesus. So the range on this is just like go step past this route right here and then go back. Ow. Yeah, we're gonna get all 3 umbilical cords. We're gonna get, I already got the one from the old workshop. We're gonna get one from Yosefka, and then we'll get the third one from, Murgo. Go here? I guess I'll run into the Shadows Arena just to be sure. And now I'll go back. Yeah, the range on this isn't quite that long. Like some people will say, alright, you kill Willem, you need to go all the way back to the start of the Forbidden Woods bonfire, and then go all the way back to Willem, and then go all the way back again. Dip my toes right there. And now go back, and that should be 3 eye runes. I don't know about that, Lorenzo. If you say so, buddy. Bloodborne 1, Sekiro 2, Elden Ring 3. I mean, yeah, if you only played those 3, I would say that's probably that's the right order. Well, I would put Sekiro at number 1, but that's just me. That's for like gameplay purposes. Okay, and this should be 3 eye runes. I could open that door, but there's no reason. Excuse me, fellas. And 3. There we go. There we go. That'll be useful for Winter Lanterns. Any advice for new Souls game players? I mean, it depends. Well, it depends what you're struggling on. You're struggling with bosses, you struggle with enemies, you're struggling with levels. Like, what's going on? Yeah, it's yeah, Bilal. It's because for key items that don't despawn from an enemy, once you leave the area and reload it, it spawns a second copy of it. I think all the Souls games do this. Like, it's how you can dupe Estus shards in Dark Souls 3. And for that, the trigger between Forbidden Woods and Bergenworth is right where I was running. Like, right in that little area. So you just go back and forth twice, and then you go back, and it will have spawned 2 copies of the Eye Rune, and you can get 3. Show leveling. Constant when you get a good amount of runes. Well, I mean, okay, one thing, like, I don't really feel the need to go until you're out of Estus or Flask of Crimson Tears, whatever. Like, just like it just needs to be as simple as, like, you know, get some runes, rest and level up, get some runes, rest and level up. You don't need to use everything. And if you're playing Elden Ring, there is no shortage of ways to get runes, man. No shortage at all. I don't really like to tell people to do this, but if you're really struggling that bad and you need to jumpstart your playthrough, look up like the free 80k runes at the start of the game, and you get them from Grail. It's a big dragon in... Oh, no, you're playing Bloodborne. Okay, I thought you were playing Elden Ring, because you said runes, so I thought you were talking about Elden Ring. Can't get past Shadows of Yharnam. Okay, the best place to level up pre-Shadows is go to Yahargul. Yahargul, Unseen Village. I don't know if you've been there. The guys who carry the bags on them, if you haven't been killed by them before, get killed by them. That area also gives you a rune on the floor that boosts your rune game by like 10% or something like that. That is what you kind of want to get. You want to get that. And that area is probably the best place in early game to farm for money. The Snatcher guys give a lot of money, and the pigs outside are going to give a lot of money. So if you have not been there, get killed by one of the bad guys. There's one right outside Cathedral Ward. Right at the start of the area. You can level up really easily in Yahargul. So if you're having a hard time with the game, if you're dying a lot, I definitely say to try farming in Yahargul for a bit. That's the best spot in early game. I've been there and it was hell. It's okay at a low level. Yeah, they hit hard. Those boys do not play. They hit really hard. They two-shot you. But there's something in particular. Okay, so here's like the way to get through that area. Let me show you. So for these guys, you want to parry them. Like, it's really good to parry these guys. That's like how you can really kill them quickly, because I'm sure you know they buff themselves. Let me show you like how you really want to kill these guys. Yeah, you can backstab them nonstop, but like if they get on you and you can't get a backstab, here's kind of how you can kill them. I'll do a little detour and show you. Because, yeah, this is the best place for money, 100%. I guess I should have went to Yahargul, huh? Yeah, let's go to Yahargul. I shouldn't have went here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to tell them about the Gum Chalice. However, I will say, Chalice dungeons are a great source of runes. If you want to get money, like, on runs when I like run the chalices, I'll finish this game over level 200 if you do all the chalices. All 10, you clear all 10 chalice dungeons, yeah, you'll clear the game over level 200. Easy. Easy peasy. But I don't really recommend people to do that. So for these guys here, the way you want to kind of start is like there's one attack here you want to parry. Some of his stuff can be kind of tough, but there's one thing here you really want to parry, and it's this overhead punch right here. Will you do it? That too. Oh, I missed it. I'm stupid. Chat, I'm a fraud. The rumors are true. I've fallen off. He usually, see, he does it every time I don't care if he does it. Now I want him to do it and he won't. That right there. That is what you want to do. After that, he'll usually go for an attack and then he'll go for a buff. Just backstab him after the buff. Like that. That's pretty much how you want to handle these guys. He gave me 1,000 with the air. Well, I guess I have the rune on. Yeah, these guys are going to give you about 2k a pop. So again, they attack slow enough for you to just like hang out outside of their range. I'm a fraud. They delay their attacks a lot, chat. I'm a fraud. Right there. Parry. From behind and backstab. And you can backstab them over and over again, like when they start to stand up, just do it again. They can't really stop you. So yeah, you can backstab those guys over and over again. There's not really going to be anything standing in your way of doing it. And I'll show that too. I'll put away my weapons, that way my viscerals don't do as much damage. Yeah. Does this kill? Okay, it still almost kills him, whatever. It's fine. Oh, didn't get it. But yeah, you just... Boom. Boom. But yeah. That's how you want to handle this. Now, for these enemies out here, for the pigs, just backstab them. That's all you really need to do for these. You just go for a backstab, and you'll do... you can just visceral. Just let him wander up. And visceral. That should be like, what, 3k? Almost 5k, yeah. And you don't need to clear this whole area out. This guy's gonna charge you. Just run away from him. And it's really that simple. That's the best way to level up in early game. That's the best way to do it, 100%. Let me get my shoes on, chat. Yeah, beyond that, if you're still having issues, I'm not real sure. Something else you obviously have to worry about is blood vials. Now, farming blood echoes and vials at the same time is very easy because of those pigs. Those pigs are usually going to drop about 4 blood vials a pop. I don't know if he's still in chat. He hasn't said anything in a minute. But, those pigs are going to drop about 4 blood echoes a pop. And I'm 4 blood vials a pop. So... they're also a good way to just farm both.
Welcome. Very well.
22k. Come on now. Sure, I saw the gloves.
Welcome. Very well.
Yeah, like, until you can fist the pigs, you know, blood vials, like, until you can fist the pigs, you know, blood vials are going to be kind of tough to come across because you farm them in Central Yarnum for the most part from the villagers there or from the trolls. Yeah, like he's like competitively casual saying, if you go to Central Yarnum and then you go in, you probably opened a shortcut on the left. There's going to be some stairs that go down to a couple of rock trolls. You just parry them and kill them. Very easy to parry. Just go for the big overhead swing they do. And they should drop like 3 vials a pop. Sometimes they'll drop something random like shining coins. But like for the most part, that's where you're going to get a lot of good, a lot of blood vials. But the pigs are going to be your most reliable way to get them. You know, they'll drop, like I said, they'll drop about 5k souls each. Plus like 4 blood vials, 3 or 4 blood vials. So you can get both in one. Usually for these runs, I don't ever have to go farm anything. I can't help myself. I just trick this weapon over and over again. Alright. Take the gun off. Yeah, and like, I don't know what weapon you're using, Mike, but... Sorry about that. I had to mute my mic. But yeah, I don't know what weapon you're using, but I mean, a good thing with Bloodborne is like, most weapons are viable. So if you have the Hunter Axe, or if you have the Saw Cleaver or the Saw Spear, congrats, you have 3 of the best weapons in the game. Saw Cleaver and Saw Spear, I think, are the 2 best. Hunter Axe is one of the best. So a lot of the weapons are viable. Now, if you Kirk Hammer's good. I like the Kirk Hammer. Kirk Hammer's a really good charged R2 weapon. I don't know, for a beginner, that's a tougher weapon to use for a beginner. But yeah, it's good. The starter pack weapon a lot of people use is this. We like to call it the Ludwig's Casual Sword. But this thing right here, yeah, this is another, like, you know, this is a starter weapon that a lot of people use. It's very similar to the Kirk Hammer. You know, it has the same base moveset, but transform attacks are different. Yeah, Kirk Hammer's fun. I really like the Kirk Hammer. I already used that in this run. I used it on Vicar Amelia. Meow. Yeah, for beginners, the Kirk Hammer is a tough weapon, and you can make it work. I'm not going to say you can't, because it's not that tough. But yeah, that's a tougher weapon for a beginner. Ow. Oh, dude, that counter! You see that counter damage, dude? No, thank you. Don't kill me. Bro, those counter hits hit hard in this game. The counter hit system in Bloodborne is cruel, man. That's another thing to be aware of, Mike, if you're new. In Bloodborne, if you get hit during just about any action, you're going to take more damage. And that's to punish, like, you know, mistiming a dodge, you get hit during it because you mess up the timing for it. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend watching anything after I kill this boss, because that's spoiler territory. I did too much damage. I skipped phase 2. That's not good. Yeah. It's probably not worth it to try and kill the spiders now. There's too many. I don't know, dude. If I get counter hit, I'm done for. If I just try and fight Rom and get counter hit by a spider, I'm cooked, dog. It's over. Yeah, I hope the advice was helpful. Yeah, Kirk Hammer's a tough weapon to use for a beginner because of how slow it is. It's a very sluggish weapon. But, I mean, it hits hard. If you like big bonks on your R2s, hey, I'm not going to tell you any different, big dog. Oh, God! I read that wrong. I wasn't paying attention. I thought she was doing that attack. I thought she was doing the one where they come up from the ground. I wasn't even looking at her. I was just listening to her. I heard the sound, and I just thought she was doing the one where they come up. I was not even paying attention. That's fine. I did too much damage. I completely skipped phase 2. That's the problem there. Like she spawns in, she'll spawn in both phases spiders, even if you skip a phase with your damage. Yeah, I'll be honest, I was not even looking at Rom, man. I just thought she was doing the one where she calls him up out of the water. I was like, even if it hits me, it only hits once. It's fine, I'll be okay. Where's my money? There it is. Hello, Mag. You never kill the spiders? I mean, I normally, like, sometimes I don't, sometimes I do, it depends. I'm doing it on this run because I don't have a lot of health. So if I get, like, accidentally counter hit by a spider, I'm cooked. Like, I'll get one tapped. Here you are. See, when she doesn't spawn in 2 phases of spiders at once, this is so manageable. Because there's not even really that many of them. Caught him on the backswing. Don't kill me. Not again. I'm begging you, not again, dog. If I could kill Rom on this round here, that'd be great. Ah, I hit the head. If you get a charge R2 on the body, she'll stay around for a little bit longer. Alright, now I just need to kill the spiders without dying to Rom. Dude, look at that! Look at a counter hit! Look at the counter damage, bro! That's why, like, I've said it 100,000 times, by the way. Like, before ever adding 60 FPS to Bloodborne, I'm taking the counter hit system out of the game. Straight up, bruh. Bloodborne's counter hit system is so trash. Because, like, I know why the counter hit system is there. It's to make sure, like, you know, oh, you know, you gotta time your dodges right, or else you get one shot for it. But, like, on my first playthrough against Ludwig, when I realized it was there, you know what I did? Instead of getting better at dodging, I just said, you know what? Whenever he goes for the charge attack, I'll face tank it, because I knew as long as it didn't counter me, it wouldn't one shot me. So when I saw him go for it, I would just stand still and eat it, and then heal afterwards, because I knew it wouldn't kill me. I knew it wouldn't kill me on that, but I knew that if I messed it up, it would one shot me on a counter hit. All the Souls games have the counter system, but Bloodborne's works a little bit differently, I believe. Because I know that, like... Look at that, dude! Full health! Full health! You see what I mean, dude? Full health on a counter hit. Full health on counter. That's crazy. What is counter hit? So Bloodborne has a system where if you get hit during any action, you take 50% more damage. If you get hit while in the air, you take 75% more damage. Now this also extends to the enemies, so I guess you could say it's fair, but the bosses have a lot more health than you do. Basically, if you get hit doing anything except standing here or doing this, you take 50% more damage. If you're in an attack animation, if you backstep, if you roll, if you're sprinting, anything at all, you take 50% more damage. All the Souls games have this, but I believe in games like, I know, like Dark Souls 2, and I believe other Souls games, it's like a flat number. Like, you'll take like 100 more damage or like 200 more damage. It's a flat number in those games, I believe. Whereas in Bloodborne, it's a percent. It's a big fat percent, and it's scale, and like, to the point to where, like, Ludwig, if you have like 40 Vig and you get counter hit on his charge, he can one shot you on 40 Vig. Yeah, it's not just during an attack, Yakov. It's during anything. Like, again, if it's this or this, you don't take counter damage. If it's anything else, if it's this, if it's this, if it's this, if it's this, it's counter hit. Take more damage. Like I said, it extends to the enemies as well. As an example here, let me show you. So, okay, hit him right now. He took 189 damage, right? That was a back attack. It just, because if I hit him in the head, it would have done like 20. But if I were to hit an enemy after they attack me and they're still open, like, come on now, show me. Yeah. See? 300 damage. He got one shot. Hit him in the head 3 times? Okay, I'll check it. Let me check this guy here. I'll wait till the last spider so I don't get counter hit. But yeah. The counter system extends to bosses as well as the player. But, it's a lot more egregious on the player because, you know, you don't have 20,000 health. And on top of the counter system, there is also the air counter system. Like I said, like, if you're in the air for anything and you get hit in the air, you're going to take like 75% damage instead of 50. Alright. Oh, you're right. That's weird. Yeah, I don't like the counter system. Because instead of encouraging me to get better at dodging, it encouraged me to face tank more attacks. Rather than get better at dodging them. So I don't like it. I think it's counterintuitive. No pun intended. Like I said, all the Souls games have it, but Bloodborne's is just more harsh than any of the other ones. Like I said, in other Souls games, it's like it's a number in other Souls games. In Bloodborne, it's a percent, and that's what makes it so bad. So, like, if you've ever been, like, sprinting through a level and you just get one shot on something weird while sprinting, it's because they counter hit you for it. See, right there, that did about half my health, but remember on the last time, they one-shot me on that, because it does half my health normally. And I think he hit me twice on it as well. So yeah, if you've ever been, like, just sprinting through the level and something just grazes you and you die in one hit, it's because you got counter hit for it. Again, I see what it was there for. It was to make sure, you know, like, you couldn't just R1 spam because they'd hit you for it. You know, you couldn't just roll spam because you take more damage for it. I see why it was there, but I think the implementation was bad. Oh, he's right here. No, do not kill me, please. Yeah, I don't know. I would say I don't know what the community's general consensus on the counter hit system is, but I think the community doesn't have one because most people don't know it exists. And I honestly feel like that's why it's not complained about more, because most people don't know about it. Because I feel like if more people knew about it, they would complain. Because honestly, that's my biggest issue with Bloodborne. It's not even really the 60 FPS. Yeah, I wish it was 60, whatever, sure. But like, the counter system is my biggest complaint with the game. Because it is an active hindrance when playing it. Bruh. Yeah, that right there, that's a one tap on counter. That's a one tap. Go team. Oh, I was standing right where Queen Yarnum is. That's funny. Shadows fight. I died once at the start because I used the threaded cane transforming attack and locked myself in an animation. But the second run I won. I think I healed 5 times. Alright, let me get this lamp. So we've been going for a while, but I am going to do a couple more things before I finish. I'll probably be live again tomorrow. But yeah, what made the shadows tougher, X-Mail, was no parrying. Like, I didn't parry them. Let me get this. Not parrying made the shadows tougher. That's good. I wanted him to leave. Casual. I wanted him to leave. I don't want anyone to get spoiled on, you know, what happens after, after this. After that. Chalice Run may be harder than Bed of Chaos. I mean, Bed of Chaos was never that hard. Settle down. Settle down. Bed of Chaos was never that bad. I have another question. Yeah. Also, I turned off my air condition for this this stream because, you know, all that background noise that was on my mic in the last stream, and bro, I'm starting to feel it. I'm not gonna lie. It's 100 degrees outside. It's not as hot as it has been being, though, dude. I'm telling you. Last Tuesday, last Tuesday, a week ago, the heat index was 116. That's like 45 Celsius for all the Europeans. It was ridiculous. I don't think too deep about life like that, Lorenzo. All right, listen. I work too much to ponder those questions. $36 Celsius in the UK right now. How hot is that? Let me see. In London, yeah, I see 89 degrees. That's what I see right now. 36 should be exactly 100. I'll take your word for it. I only know the superior imperial system. What can I say, chat? What can I say? Hello again, Chopper. So yeah, we're gonna cut the stream off soon-ish, but I'm not done yet. I'm gonna access Nightmare Frontier, then I will get Canehurst access, and then I will cut the stream off. Normal body temperature is 98.6 Taha Fahrenheit. So 38 is 38 might be 100. So it is a good thing I saved the Saw Spear. I don't know what boss I'm gonna use this on, but I'm gonna save it as long as I can, man. This thing's +4, by the way. No gems, +4. It's almost like it's the best weapon in the game or something. Favorite weapon in Bloodborne? Chad. I get this question all the time. Favorite weapon is Beast Hunter Safe, then Church Pick, then Simon's Bowblade. Top 3. Kai Cenat's Bloodborne stream was so funny, man. That shit was so funny. Because, like, the whole time he was like, man, we're going to make some noise. We're going to get Sony's attention. I hear people asking for a remaster. We're going to get Sony's attention for it. And he did the stream. He hated the game, dog. He hated it. He used the cum chalice. He said on stream he's not having fun. He hated the game, dog. He didn't do the DLC. He didn't do any of the optional bosses. He didn't do any of them. That was so funny. Alright, we're not going to do this whole area just yet, but I am going to do a couple things. I'll grab that. Oh, that's right. I guess I could get in PvP here. I'll have to do this area offline then. Okay, so I am going to do something real quick. We're going to do a little trick here. Chat, alright. Listen. All the innocent people in chat, I need you to look away, avert your eyes for me, okay? Sekiro was only a second Souls game. No, Taha, it's not. Taha just DM'd me on Instagram. Sekiro was only a second Souls game, so like he didn't have to retrain himself or anything. Yeah, I did that. I did that, Mag, because like sometimes I have a tendency to die to a Winter Lantern. To the Winter Lantern, like when you get to the other end of that area. So I just get that shortcut at the start. Using something that is totally intended. It's totally intended, by the way. 100%. 100% intended. Don't question it. I have a feeling that most people don't like Bloodborne. Like if you played Bloodborne, if you played Elden Ring first and then you play Bloodborne right after, a lot of people tend to not like Bloodborne. And I have a feeling there's a very simple solution to this. I might not be on base here, but I'm going to say I am. And that is that there are no OP builds in Bloodborne. I'm going to say that that probably has something to do with it. I'm not going to say that, you know, all Elden Ring players want the game to be easy. I'm not going to say that because that's not true. I don't think. But I am going to say that nothing is super OP in Bloodborne, right? Like, sure, the Whirligig Saw does a lot of damage. The Ludwig's Holy Blade, the Holy Moonlight Sword does a lot of damage. Saw Spear is goated, best weapon in the game. But at the end of the day, there is no build in this game that makes it where you don't have to, like, engage with it, right? Like, you're always going to have to engage with the game in some way. And there's not really a way that you can choose to not do that with Bloodborne. Oh, Saw Spear is insane. Yeah, it's best weapon in the game. But, like, I think there's just, like, you know, with most weapons in Bloodborne, your L2 is either going to shoot. At best, your L2 does this. This is what your L2 does with this weapon. It's just another combo, right? Oh, I gotta discard that. So, I'm not gonna say that's the entire reason. That's not the entire reason people don't like Bloodborne coming off of Elden Ring. But I am gonna say, I do think that part of it is because, there's no, like, get overpowered quick trick for Bloodborne. You know? Like, that's just not something you can do in this game. And, you know, something I really like in Elden Ring, in fact, the best thing in Elden Ring by far, the strongest part of the entire game is its build variety. It's the strongest part of the whole game. 100%, and I will not, like, disagree with anything. I'll never say anything otherwise. The best part of Elden Ring is the build variety. It's got the best build variety in the series. It's untouchable in that regard, and I mean, dude, do you know how many times I've killed those omens at the underground roadside because I was testing stuff? Like, just so many times. Bloodborne, you know, it's got 26 weapons, or 25 weapons, and, you know, they all transform, but at the end of the day, there isn't really that build variety, and the weapons are also not overpowered. So, I'm probably going to say that's got something to do with why people don't like it as much. Okay, I am going to have to use... I think I'm going to have to go into the DLC for weapons. Not on this stream, at the start of the next one, because the stake driver is not going to be good on Logarius or... Stake driver is not going to be good on Logarius or Amygdala. It's good on the one Reborn. I need to go pick up DLC weapons. I'll do that at the start of the next stream, though. It's fine. I won't do it right now. For now, we are going to end the stream by doing one more thing. Gotta go here. Let me see what people say here. I've been busy here. What was first Souls game in 2021? That was, yeah, I think 2021. I played this game for the first time in 2021, and it was my first Souls game. No super mega epic cinematic bosses. Okay, like the cinematic bosses, man, I'm sorry. I don't think that, like, you can call most bosses in Elden Ring cinematic. Except for, like, a couple. Like, Radon is cinematic. Star Scourge Radon. But, like, other than him, I struggle to say that any of them are really super, like, cinematic. I don't know, man. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, I think that's probably the reason people have issues with... Elden Ring fans have issues with Bloodborne. Elden Ring was their first Souls game, but played for Bloodborne, still love Bloodborne. And that's the thing, not everybody has that sort of ill will towards Bloodborne after Elden Ring, but a lot of people do. Yeah, I know Kai had a really hard time with this game. Elden Ring is more accessible because Elden Ring's easy. Like, as a whole, Shadow of the Erdtree is hard, don't get me wrong, but base game Elden Ring is easy. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And also, listen, I know we all love to say, oh, filthy magic users. No, listen, shut up. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Strength is the strongest build in Elden Ring. The chicken leg is the strongest build in Elden Ring. Infuse the chicken leg with bleed and put Cragblade on it, it's the most OP thing in the game. Elden Ring has so many different ways to break the game so quickly that, yeah, like, it's... I think that's why a lot of people really ended up liking it a lot, you know? Because, like, okay, an example for this. A friend of mine, his only Souls game he ever played was Elden Ring. This man is absolutely awful at these games, right? He's terrible. He's awful. He hasn't played Shadow of the Erdtree, but he really liked the base game of Elden Ring, and he was terrible at this game. He got to the end of the game because of how early you can get certain things. You got like Comet Azure and stuff like that. Like he was rocking the Dark Moon Greatsword full OP magic build. And it's like, you know, it's just it's accessible. That's really all it is. It's accessible. Do guns count for the all weapon achievement? Yes, I believe. Yes. All left-handed weapons count. What do you mean, what build did I play, Casual? What do you mean? Then we get Bloodborne 2, weapons in... okay, I want a sequel. Again, I say it all the time. Desert Souls. Bloodborne 2 set in Ailing Loran. Give it to me. I want Desert Souls. I want a Desert Souls game. I want it. I've been begging for it. I've been bitching about it forever. Give me a Desert Souls game. Bloodborne 2 and Ailing Loran. In my first playthrough, I used Bloodhound's Fang a lot. Yeah, no. I used Ornamental Straight Swords a lot, Lorenzo. Ornamental Straight Swords, Zweihander, Bloodhound's Fang. Yeah. Oh, and Royal Greatsword. Remember, I did use Royal Greatsword a lot. Yeah, like, you just have so many options in Elden Ring, for sure. Oh, dude, I love Fire Knight Greatsword. That's my favorite weapon in Elden Ring, is the Fire Knight's Greatsword. I love it. Poper 2 should be in Venice. I mean, that's fun too, I guess. You like the desert level from Artstones? I know I would. I want the full Artstones thing though. Like, I want to wait until that mod comes out in 8 years. Like, the thing is, I don't want a, like, Bloodborne 2. Like, okay, people mention, like, I want another game in the Bloodborne universe, but not a Bloodborne 2, per se. Like I said, I want it set in, like, Ailing Loran back during their plague. I have seen people say, like, dude, we want Bloodborne 2 set back during the old hunters. I'm like, you people are absolute cretins. They're, like, disgusting, diabolical cretins. We know all we need to know about that time frame. We don't need to know anything else. The mystery adds to it. You want to get another Bloodborne game and waste it on the same setting? Why would you waste it on the same setting? The thing about Sci-Fi Souls game, the same as Nier Automata, I think that's whack. I don't like that idea at all. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like that idea at all. Ow. So this is the hardest enemy in the game right here, by the way, in case you're curious. Breh. 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 Could you go away, please? Or if they did make a futuristic Souls game, I don't really like that idea. Call me a stickler. I don't know. I don't think that a sci-fi or future Souls would work super well. Or at least I don't really like the idea. Steampunk type? I don't agree. I think the most futuristic I would want the games to get, like, as far into the future, would be Probably actually what Duskbloods is. Yeah, like you can see the trains, and I guess that is like pseudo steampunk in some areas. That is the most futuristic I would want the games to get, like Duskbloods. Sadly, Duskbloods is souped up mobile game, so that's too bad. But that's about as futuristic as I would want them to get. Maybe at most, like I wouldn't really say Liza P. We got Liza P. We don't need another one. But yeah. I don't like the idea of them going futuristic myself. I don't like it. Yeah, FromSoft can do what they want, but I don't like the idea. Bruh. So you want to be like 1900s? I would say, yeah, that's about as late. That's about as like futuristic as late in the timeline as I want them to go. Like 1900s at most. Like early 1900s at most. If Dust Blitz comes to different consoles when you buy it, if it goes to PC and there's a mod to just fight the bosses, yep, sure will. Is Night Rain good? Didn't play it. More Cyberpunk than Steampunk? I don't want Cyberpunk. Towards the end, it's set in the Bloodborne world. I mean, what? No, I don't see where that would. I don't see the vision there. Because games are subjective. I mean, I'm just gonna say, like, you know, you can like what you want to like, but I mean, there is such a thing as just objectively bad game design. You can like what you want to like, but there is such a thing as just objectively bad game design, yeah. Bleh. No, wrong button. So I gotta lock in on these little worms, dude. Bruh. Bruh. You gotta lock in on these things. These worms are terrible. They're the worst. Let's see here. Let me wander out of the poison, actually. Want a Secure DLC? Don't we all? If if FromSoft like switches to making open world games, I will be sad. I will not be happy. I will be very displeased if FromSoft just switches to making open world games. You gonna play Duskbloods? Nah. Mostly because it's on Switch too, but also because like I have no interest. I got real southern for a second there. I got really southern, but mostly because I have no interest in a PvP focused Souls game. You know, a co-op focused Souls game. You know, not my thing at all. But you know, people enjoy co-op in these games. A PvP focused Souls game, absolutely not. Nope, not a chance. The PvP in Souls games is mediocre at best. And you're going to make an entire game around it. Nope. That ain't happening. I will not be playing the Duskbloods. That one is... How do I say this nicely? I won't worry about saying it nicely. That one's for the shills. I'm sorry. That's for the shills. That's for people who will buy anything with a FromSoft label on it. You know, I wouldn't go as far as to say Michael Zaki's washed, because you know he's not washed. Big Mike's made some of my favorite games ever. He's not washed. Sellout. Now we might be getting onto something, because I don't see how he can make this mistake. Like, he made Demon Souls, right? But he can't do anything with it because he doesn't own the IP, right? And then he makes Bloodborne. Can't do anything with it because he doesn't own the IP. And now he's gonna go make Duskbloods for Nintendo. Like, I'm sorry. I love the games he's made, but like, bro, you can't keep making this mistake and expect me to keep, you know, like, expect me to take up for him all the time. I can't do it, dog. I can't. I ain't gonna say he's washed, but I mean, sellout might be true. That one might be true. That might be. I don't know. There's a non-zero chance that Big Michael will make anything you pay him to make.
Welcome. What? Very well.
Bro, this stat spread is diabolical for this point in the game. This is terrible. Alright, we won't cut it off just yet. Let me go ahead and get there. See, but okay, here's the thing, Lorenzo. They, like, yeah, Night Rain ended up working out, but it was also, it was PvE, no matter what. It was co-op and PvE, which, you know, all the Souls games are PvE. It's what they excel at. I don't like the online aspects of Souls games, but again, it was PvE, right? It was probably going to be okay regardless, right? You know, I probably wasn't going to care for it anyway because it's an asset flip, but like, again, it was PvE. This is PvP, something that is notoriously mediocre at best in Souls games, and at worst it's abysmally dog shit, and at best it's mediocre. And they're making a game around it. I have zero confidence this will come out even like a quarter as well as Night Rain did. I have zero confidence. Zero. Especially because FromSoft netcode already sucks, and the Nintendo Switch 2 is not going to do well online. I think Maximilian Dude made a video on that. It's not going to do well online. It's just not. So, I have zero confidence in the Duskbloods. Alright, this is open. So let's see here. So we're not going to go get my whatever weapon I'm going to use just yet. I don't know what weapon I'm going to use. I'll have to look at the list and decide. I got to pick a weapon to use on Logarius and Amygdala. And probably Wonderborn. How did witches go? It went fine. I just poked them with torches. I just poked them with a torch the whole time. So yeah. Anyways, that is about where we're going to end it. Another good stream. Made good progress today. Let me see. I need to like add to my notes what I did here. So let's see here. Parl. Okay, I did that. Then we did Shadows with the Cane. We did Rom with the Tonitrus. Okay. So off camera, I will. I think off camera, I'll look at the weapon list and decide like what I'm gonna go get for the next couple bosses, because I'm out of weapons in the base game right now. Because there's none in Yahargul. I don't think, right? Yeah, there's no weapons in Yahargul. There's none in Mensis. What can I get? Oh, you know what? We can do one more thing. We can do one more thing. Before I end, we'll do one more thing. How foolish of me to forget. I can do one more thing to get a weapon. And I guess, do I use this on a Logarius? Probably not. No, because I want to use this on something it can stagger, and a Logarius, nah. I probably want to use this on like Gehrman or something. Something that can be staggered, so yeah, probably Gehrman. Yeah, I do have one more thing I can do here. Well, I'm not done yet, Casual. I'm gonna kill the crow. Well, see, I hate this dude. I got a particular strat for him. Come on, Crow. Ow. Come on, dude. Get down here. I need him to trick his Chickage. That's what I really need him to do, is transform this Chickage. Ow. Because if he transforms the Chickage and gets poisoned at the same time, then he's gonna die quickly. Come on, transform already. Oh god! Bro, did you see that counter damage? Yes! No! Ah, damn you. Whatever, he used his heal. Transform your Chickage already. Transform it. No. He's trolling me with it, dude. I need him to transform it and leave it. Because if he transforms his Chickage and gets poisoned, then he's gonna take huge damage. Dude, he's trolling me. I'm gonna run out of knives. I need him to transform that Chickage and help me out a little. Look at that. That should be enough. Because now I think my other knives will kill him from here. Him transforming that Chickage like that was exactly what I needed him to do. No! It's fine. It takes 3 to poison. I had 2. It was 2 extras anyway. Yeah, it was 2 extras anyway. I got 1 extra knife. He's not going to transform his weapon from here, I don't think. His health is too low. I think he's set to not do it. So that way he doesn't accidentally kill himself. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that should kill him. But yeah, I think he's set to not transform his weapon past a certain point. Because otherwise he will just kill himself. And dead. Come on. There we go. Ah. Honorable victory. Hate that guy. If I had more health, I'd be willing to fight him, but not with this health, man. I would say I need that dude to fight old King Doran, but, like, Doran would, like, two-shot him. Yeah, we had one knife to spare. Look at that. Yeah, Doran would, like, two-shot him. There we go. And now, I believe the Blades of Mercy are in the shop. They're like I think they're 40k. Yeah, 40k! Ridiculous. Alright. So, yeah, the rule for this is, like, I don't use Cum Chalice Echoes to buy weapons. So, I gotta get 40k and spend it on the Blades of Mercy. Okay, so when we start the next stream up, we're going to do Canehurst. I'm going to go get a weapon from the DLC. I don't know which one yet, and I'll use that on, I use that on Logarius. I don't know which one, though. I'll have to look it up. From Canehurst is a good thing to do, because from Canehurst, we're going to get the Rider Palish, the Chikage, Evelyn, if we use Evelyn, but yeah, Rider Palace, Chikage, Evelyn. We're also going to get the Logarius wheel from Alfred's quest line. So there's a lot of good pickups in Canehurst. That's a big one to do. So we'll see if I manage. But yeah. Anyways, I appreciate everybody coming out to the stream. It was a good time. Thank you, Martin, 76, Lorenzo, Jeff, Yakov, Bilal, Mag, Competitively Casual, Chopper, Taha, Jack, everyone who came out. I appreciate everybody. It was a good time. I might be live again tomorrow. It might not be for a couple days. We'll see, but it might be tomorrow. So yeah, appreciate everybody coming out to the stream. It was a good time. We'll come back soon and continue this. I hope everybody has a good day. And if it's hot where you are, try and stay cool. Because it's been brutal here. Any Bloodborne 2 news? Sadly, no. There is no Bloodborne news at all today. Yeah, 3 hours and 40 minutes. It was a good time, though. Appreciate everybody. Y'all take it easy and just enjoy your day.